Hey guys, it's Mo Morales here, and lately I've been debating moving from my Sony system A7 III with currently I'm using the Tamron 28 to 75 f2, but I also use my Zeiss Badass 25 millimeter f2. I'm thinking about jumping over to Fuji, the XT4. I think if I sell everything on my Sony setup, the camera, my three lenses, I should be able to make close to $4,000 and be able to jump in to the XT4, the kit lens, and either the 35 millimeter, the 56 millimeter, or the 23 millimeter water resistant one. I had that one before when I had the XT2 and I loved it. Why am I thinking about jumping over to Fuji? If we start back to when I'm having some adult beverage because I've stressed myself out because I originally recorded this video like twice. So originally I moved over to Sony from my Nikon system. I had the Nikon D850, greatest camera in the world. I had the Trinity of lenses. I had the actually no, I didn't have the Trinity. I had the Duo, the Duity. I had the 24 to 70 f2, and then I had the 70 to 200 f2, both of them with the vibration reduction, and I had an 85, I had a 50, I had a 28, all these lenses, and I was very happy with the system. But I suffer from multiple sclerosis, and energy conservation for my body sometimes becomes a priority. So I have to decide if I want to lug around a 3-4 pound camera with lenses, everything attached, for 8-9 hours during my event shooting days. So I decided to lighten my load, sold everything, and jumped onto the Sony A7 III when they dropped the price down to just about $1,900 with the kit lens. Fast forward almost 2+ years later, I'm very happy with the Sony system. It has the best autofocus system in the game, but the Fuji colors. Do you believe that a color system is making me think about jumping from one camera to the next? I love the autofocus on the Sony. No other camera can touch that. Watch Gerald Undun's videos, watch DP Reviews' videos, and they'll all continuously prove out, even on the APC level, the Sony system for autofocus, hands down, has it nailed. Its video system, because of its autofocus, also is pretty awesome. Its image, with autofocus imaging, great. The only thing is the image processing and the colors that they create. They're good. That's it. They're good. I've never been able to take a Sony JPEG and just run it straight out into the world. I've always had to tweak it and touch it up a little bit. I have to forgive the noises in the background. The landlord downstairs is retweaking the apartment. But what I have learned, when I had the XT2 and the kit lens 18 to 55 and the 23 millimeter water resistant version f2, I love the JPEGs when I shot RAW and JPEGs. I never ever probably went back and retouched the RAWs because I was so happy with the JPEGs. And I really missed that. I ended up selling the XT2 because what have we been doing for the last 3-4 months? We've been locked in and trying to stay safe. So it didn't make sense to have two amazing camera systems just sitting around. And who doesn't want extra money in their pocket? So before the XT4 was announced, which I knew would drop the price of the XT2 even more, I went ahead and sold it. And I was very happy with the price that I got for it. And I moved on. But then every day, shooting my Sony, never unsatisfied with the output or the images, just never really taken to that level that I was taking when we used to look at the work I would take with the XT2. A lot of my street photography in my mind was elevated by the XT2. So I'm thinking jumping back into the Fuji system, but I don't want to go back to the XT2 if I sell my Sony. If I sell my Sony, I'm thinking I'm going to jump into the XT4. The XT4 has amazing video capabilities, a better battery life, and with the XT4 with the kit lens and maybe a 56, a 35, or another 23, would put me just under, $2,500, which I think if I sell everything I have with my Sony would cover all that and allow for extra batteries and everything else that comes with buying a brand new system. The battery, the chargers, because the XT4 doesn't come with a charger. Biggest drawback with the XT4 as far as video is concerned is you're going to lose the headphone jack that I have with the Sony. You'll have to use a USB-C type adapter, but at least it comes in a box. Apple. So I don't know. This is just thoughts I'm putting out there into the world to either convince myself this is what I want to do, or get some feedback from you guys to say, Mo, that's a really bad idea. Oh, hey, you know what? That sounds great. Do it. And I know a lot of Fuji people are going to be like, go ahead, man. Why haven't you already done it? Well, first of all, I can't afford to just buy the XT4 out of pocket. I don't roll that way. So I'm going to look at my stuff, evaluate it on eBay, and see how much I can get for it, and then plan out what I'm going to do with that money. Is it, definitely, if I jump back in, it's going to be the XT4. If I keep my Sony system, then I may not have a problem jumping onto either an XT20, an XT30. See, the XT30 won't bother me as much as it bothered other people because I never used the XT20. So the ergonomics that have bothered so many people from jumping from the XT20 to the XT30 won't come into play for me. I'll have a brand new mindset going into it. And I know the XT30 has really amazing video capabilities as well. But anyway, these are just thoughts out loud in the world to get myself motivated to actually make it happen. So what do you think? Should I jump in? Do I jump in and leave everything behind on the Sony world? Or do I jump in at the XT30 level and, see how that goes? I just don't want to buy a body and then end up buying another body. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking if I buy the XT4, sell all this stuff, and then call it a day. Or I could just suck it up and deal with an amazing system that I already have and just color correct it like I have been doing. It's just extra steps that I have to take where the Fuji system didn't, I didn't have to do that. Okay, now I'm just rambling. But again, appreciate you guys watching, listening, and, here's the take 5. Hopefully when I hit stop on everything, it'll be exactly what I needed to put it out there into the world. Have a great day. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Unless you're not religious, then just stay good. I'm not going to force it on you. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Hey, be good, guys.